I'm having an unexpected class struggle after reading the Careless People book about the ex-Meta employee spilling on a lot. I finished Careless People yesterday. So I researched the unwritten rules of work for people from working class backgrounds, and navigating hierarchy is something that's very challenging for people who experience social class mobility in the US as they move up and find all these not just formal hierarchies, but informal hierarchies and who has power and why. And it's usually for bullshit reasons. And what struck me throughout the book from the very beginning to the end was how these executives had such a blatant disregard for world leaders. Like, no veneration, no reverence, no deference for their authority. And that surprised me because I'm not one to just bow to authority, and I'm all for questioning world leaders. So while I do not hold all world leaders as good and none is infallible in any way, I think what struck me was knowing what I do about how informal hierarchies and power is rewarded in corporate America, knowing that there are executives who are so high on that power that they saw themselves not just as equals, but above people whose obligations are to take care of an entire nation of people, was still a level of like class disgust for me, if that makes sense. Because governments ideally should be caring about the welfare of their people, right? And a business ultimate purpose is to make money, though you should have a mission on how you do that, right? And while most, if not all, government leaders fail in that, in the welfare of their people, though some have been exceptional, I think it was just astounding to me to be like, you think your social media platform, like, you won't wake up before noon to meet with someone negotiating a peace treaty that you want to meet because of your status owning an app. Granted, it's very clear how much influence this app has, which is terrifying and why I don't have it anymore. But definitely recommend giving it a read, especially with everything going on with AI right now. Because as she points out at the end of this book, these careless people are the ones who are deciding and having an influence on if artificial intelligence decides how our nuclear weapons are used. So, interested to hear anybody's thoughts and if they had a similar reaction or not, because I've been struggling with that.